Hey everybody, Reba here. So, got my glasses on because I was reading on my phone. So, anyways, you guys, I did one last trip to the farmer's market and I picked up two more plants. Don't tell my husband. Um, but I'm selling a whole bunch of plants also. So, I'm getting rid of some to make room for some that I really wanted. Um, these will probably be the last plants that I like buy, other than maybe some flowers for the front door, um, to put into that one square container that the one of my other plants was in. Maybe we'll see. So, but if I get any more plants, it'll be like flowers or something like that for the front door. So, I made a run to the farmer's market today, and I picked up a Cosmic Crisp, which is one I was really wanting. Raintree was sold out of them, so I was like, oh, bummer. So yeah, and it was really cool summer this summer. Okay, you guys, such a cool summer, and they weren't gonna ship most of the items that was there at their facility, even though I live like a day's drive, when the mailman comes or whatever. So I was like, oh, righty then. So I drove down there and got my other order a couple months ago. It was about 2 months ago, I think now. And so, but now I've got the Cosmic Crisp to go with the Apple Crisp. The Cosmic Crisp is a variety that you can only get if you live in Washington State. And it is related to the apple crisp. So it'll be like a red skinned apple, and it'll have little white specks on it that look like little stars. So that's the name, Cosmic Crisp. So I'm excited about that. And then I also got a Violetta fig, and so this will be the last plant that or fig tree that I get until we buy our home. And so they're smaller, so these can grow. And the idea behind getting figs is it's another one of those type of trees that I can propagate, and I can take cuttings and I can sell some cuttings to make a little extra money. So I like to think about things that I can propagate, things that I can help my family with, because every little bit of money that I get from the items that I am able to sell, that goes right back to my family. So anything that I can grow. So probably what I'm going to end up doing this winter, or this fall, is when the chestnuts come in to the Asian market, the sweet chestnuts. What I'm thinking about doing is getting one package to cook up and eat and enjoy as a family, and then I might get more than one package because I kind of want to put some up and maybe cook some and then freeze them or something like that. And then the other package, or one of the packages, I'm thinking about planting in the peat moss like I did last winter, and putting it in the greenhouse and just letting nature take its course. And most of the chestnuts that I did that with last year, you guys, those sprouted, and so I've got chestnut trees now. I am keeping 3 of the chestnut trees that I started from seed last winter that sprung up this spring. I'm keeping 3 of those for now, and I've already listed 4 of the other ones for sale. So all of this really helps our family. So I've had a couple people interested, but I don't think people read listings, because I said pick up, and they're wanting me to deliver, and I'm like, if I deliver, you're gonna have to pay me to deliver it. And I don't know where they live, and I've had too many people. It makes me really nervous. I get really bad anxiety if I have to deliver something, which I have done. Not really my favorite thing to do, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. And then also, I don't like to meet up because I've had too many people stand me up. So there's that. So anyways, yeah. So I just tell people to pick them up. But anyways, enough of that. Let me show you the tree. I guess. Okay, you guys. So here are the trees, and they're kind of in the shade. The top half is not. This is a pretty tall tree. So I'll definitely have to trim this one down when we get ready to move. But the limbs here on the side are kind of like bowing out like this. And so it's just really nice. It's got good shape. And so this is the Cosmic Crisp. Looks really good. It's going to be a nice addition to the apple crisp that I have. My apple crisp is a lot smaller than this one. It's over here in the yard. I think it's that one right there. Right there. And so, yeah. And then this is the Violetta, which is, I can't remember. There's another variety. It's a fig that was said to come from Germany, but then there's rumor that when it was in Germany, it actually came from like a brown English fig or something. So I don't know what's going on there, but I'll have to do a little bit more research. But if it is like a brown fig type, then I don't have to buy a turkey fig. There you go. So anyways, but now I've got a decent amount. I do have a vanilla plant coming in the mail and a yellow long neck, because heavens no, I do not have the money for purchasing that one that everybody's raving about, which is the Roberts Golden Rainbow, or it's also been called Ben's Golden Riverside. So I would love to get my hands on that one, but you know what? I think I'm good. I will just keep it with what I have here. I think these are going to be excellent flavored figs, and it's a nice little variety that I've got here. I've got some honey figs, I've got some purple figs, and so yeah, I think the Hardy Chicago is also a purple fig. So that is kind of like the Violet Day Bordeaux that I have as well, but that one is a smaller purple fig. So, and then I've got the honey ones, the Italian honey fig and the jelly fig, which are both kind of a honey fig, greenish to yellow honey fig type varieties. So I'm golden, I think, on the figs now, and they're a smaller tree, especially because you can grow them in containers. And I did get all cold hardy varieties. The only fig that I don't know for sure what it is this one right here, and the leaves have come out on it, you guys, and I saw even more roots because the dirt got moved a little bit again, not by me probably like watering it. And oh my goodness, you guys, just the leaves are all getting really big and opening up. I have a feeling that this is a Desert King. But at Rain Tree, they had a whole bunch of different varieties of fig trees. And so really it could be anything. So out of all of the fig trees, this is the only one that I'm a little bit worried about when it comes to the winter. Now I am in growing zone 8A. Sometimes it is growing zone 7B. I think in 2010 it changed to a growing zone 8A. And it used to be 7B. And then another area that if we might end up moving to in this kind of area, their growing zone is actually 8B. So we'll just have to wait and see how everything pans out. That might explain why my one friend, her crops and stuff were a lot better, because she was in 8B, and I think they might get a little bit more sun. And I mean, what a difference, about 20, 20 miles or so gives to you. But anyways, I thought that was really neat. I just wanted to kind of share with you guys, my plants that I got here. And I'm pretty much, just growing things, starting things from seed, starting things from cuttings, and deciding, do I need as many as I have? Yes, I do. Am I a plant hoarder? Most definitely, probably. But they give me a lot of joy, and to me, I don't care if I have to move them. They're coming with me. And so I don't care. But I did see at the vendor that was at the Olympia Farmers Market, I did see that they have Josta berries, and they have other varieties of currants, which I may go back and get a Josta berry or a currant plant, possibly. I did pick up a white currant this year, but I don't really need to get those at this point in time. And so I've just been really wanting a Josta berry because it's a mixture of a currant and a blackberry. Not blackberry. That would be awesome, though. I mean, a Josta berry and a gooseberry. But anyways, yeah. So a lot of the plants that we see here, there's quite a few out here in the garden now. A lot of them are just seasonal, but there's a majority of them are the other kind that are perennial. So anyways, you guys, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I was just sharing the Cosmic Crisp because Rain Tree was sold out, and I was thinking I'm going to go today, and if they have it, then it'll be meant to be, and it'll be my tree. And I went, and they had it, and I was like, okay, I'm getting it. So I got it. So I'm really, really excited because I did sell 2 apple trees that was in my plants earlier, so that I could make room for the Cosmic Crisp. So I got rid of 2 to get 1. And so I'm still selling the red Bartlett because I have some that I've grown from seed that I'm going to keep. So yeah, and I've decided to sell this Cornelian cherry as well, but I was planning on waiting till after the harvest this year, and then I'm probably going to trim this one branch that's coming up this way here and kind of shape it a little bit more, but I'm going to wait until the leaves fall off this fall, and then I'm going to sell this plant in the spring, so that way it'll come back and it'll just put on new growth. So I'm going to wait until fall, and that way I can collect the seeds and that sort of thing, because I'm going to try to grow Cornelian cherry from seed. I know they like to graft a lot of things, but I don't see the harm in things being grown from seed. I get it also, different regions, why you would want to have things put onto a rootstock so that plants will actually do better in your region. Like, say it's too wet in a region and the rootstocks of the plant naturally don't do well in a wet area, versus finding a variety that rootstock that does do good in a wet region versus drier regions and what have you. So the rootstocks really do play in, and now I get it, why there's these master gardener courses and stuff like that. And maybe one day I will take a master gardener course and learn and that sort of thing, but I will never be one of those people that condemn people from growing things from seeds. I just don't believe in that. I'm not that kind of a person, and some of the people who I've met who have been master gardeners, not all of them, but some of them have been the type of people that they get all snooty and they look down on people who are growing things from seeds, like apple trees and that sort of thing. And I just don't see the need for that. I don't see the need to talk down to somebody. But maybe if they were to come at it as a, if you only understood approach rather than I know it all approach. I think that would make a big difference. So, but anyways, my pumpkins, you guys, are doing amazing over here. I've got the Black Prince tomatoes that are starting to ripen. Let's take a look at that really quick. And hopefully we won't step on a snake. They are over here. I saw him crawling along the back here. So I've got a Black Prince here ripening up. Really excited to see that. Look at that beautiful little pumpkin. That's supposed to be a sweetie pie. Don't know for sure. I got my pumpkin here. And then this was supposed to be a sweetie pie also. Looks completely different than this one here. Kind of the same with the green stripes. That's interesting. Different shape though. So they're supposed to be sweetie pies, but I do see different shaped leaves. And then here's another cutting. I don't know if this was a Black Prince or if it is a cherry type tomato, but it was a branch off of one of the tomato plants over here. No tomatoes on it really yet. I see some flowers forming. And then I've got some more, and I went ahead and I put all the pumpkins onto their bottoms. This one was already on its bottom and it's growing really nicely. It's actually kind of turning yellow or orange already. It's still kind of yellow. See that? That's so cool. So maybe that one's going to ripen before the other ones. It's just going to be a smaller pumpkin. And then I got another pumpkin back over here. So it looks like I got about 4 or 5 possible pumpkins that I'll have. This one's going to go to the neighbors' little boys because I promised them a pumpkin and they've been watching this one grow. So I told them they're getting one of my pumpkins. So this is the one they've been watching. So I'm going to give them that one. And then this monster of a tomato plant is almost as tall as me. I'm 5'2", so it's almost my height. It's like doing amazing. Cherry tomatoes are doing better since I moved them from that back corner. I don't have anything growing back there now. And this is actually the clump of tomatoes that I was like, I don't even care, I'm just gonna throw them all together. They're doing amazing all together. That's not the way you're supposed to grow them, you guys. Just saying. But yeah, I've got yellow pear tomatoes. They're huge, you guys. I will show another video when they're fully ripe. I'm thinking tomorrow they might be ready. My lilies are, 2 of them are bloomed out now. So pretty. Oh my gosh, this one has more petals. I'm gonna have to get a picture of that. How pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And it actually does smell good. I was saying the other day that it's not my favorite scent, but it actually does have a really pretty smell. I'm not sure if the graft is taking. The jujube's just hanging out. It's still alive, so that's a good sign. So hopefully next year we'll get a lot of good growth. But when winter comes, you guys, I'm going to be moving all my plants up next to the house because, but I'll probably wait. I'll probably wait until the end of November to do that. Maybe December time frame sometime. So everything is looking good along here. And I've got a carnival squash that's formed down here. And everything's looking good. It's a little bit easier to water now. I've went ahead and moved all the little small pots in front in between so that I can just come through and water really good. And this pot seems to dry out really quick. This is the cherry. And here's the apple crisp. So I'm so excited to have the Cosmic Crisp to go with it. So I'll probably end up scooting in the Cosmic Crisp right here where the pawpaws are, and I'll move the pawpaws to another spot in the yard. So I just need to get a little pot to put the honey or the Cosmic Crisp into. So excited, you guys. Oh my goodness. My gooseberries are doing good, putting on some new leaves. I did end up trimming them and taking cuttings, and I ended up selling one of them, like I had said the other day. And so
it's just kind of good to just keep them trimmed back because, you know, they're not like huge and thorny. And like I said, we will be moving. So, and then I'll probably trim up my blueberries in the fall, and I won't have to do a whole lot to this one, but I'll just kind of shape them and just reconfigure. Like, I'll take some of the weaker branches off because they didn't do that very well. And so yeah, so everything, oh my gosh, you guys, everything is looking so good. All the plants are looking so good. And the tomatoes are ripening over here. And I'm looking to see if there's any new growth. Not a whole lot of new growth, but we're just keeping an eye on everything. And then I'll show you guys the little figs are developing. This is the Violet de Bordeaux. Violet de Bordeaux. Anyways, they spelled it incorrectly on the tag. They said do. So when I saw it, I was like, do? Violet de Bordeaux? And I couldn't say it right because it wasn't right. Violet de Bordeaux. When it's got the day, that I'm able to do the Bordeaux a lot easier. But yeah, so this little figs, they're so much bigger today. Chances are they are not going to ripen in our region before the frost, but they are coming on. So this one also is developing some little ones here. A lot of Brua honey fig here. And the Violet de Bordeaux is a smaller purple fig. So, and then this is the jelly fig. So Mary Lane, and the figs are all getting a decent size already on there. It's so exciting to just watch them grow, even if they don't get to, you know, be eaten. They're growing really, really quickly. So you never know, though, you guys. You never know. It's possible that they could ripen. So these ones are the biggest ones. Hardy Chicago. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have 7. 7's a good number. Fig trees, and I'll be keeping them on the smaller side. This year I'll keep them in their smaller pots. Next year I'll pot them up into a pot just a little bit bigger, and then we'll go from there in the future. But if I can get away with keeping them in the smaller pots for as long as I can, I will. And but I may need to pot them into something just a little bit bigger. So who knows? We'll see what we need to do. So anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and click that bell button. As always, have a wonderful day, and God bless.